Joe Hopkins here, and on today's episode of Joe Likes Beer, I'm doing another not beer beverage. This is Voodoo Ranger Hard Charged Tea, the lemon flavory thing. Why am I doing so many hard teas lately? Well, I'll tell you, it's because the store up the street from me has been carrying a lot of these hard teas lately. For some reason, they got a whole bunch of them in different types and varieties. And I like iced tea. It's the hillbilly in me, right? That's like one of my most favoritist beverages is some good sweet iced tea. And if it'll get you drunk to boot, why the hell not, right? Let's take a look at this shit. Voodoo Ranger Hard Charged Tea Lemon. Does it say how strong this is? I bought a 12-pack. On the box, it said 7%, which is kind of hefty. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This isn't my first taste of this. I've already had 3 of them. But, you know. We're going to have a drink and talk about life. Go get one yourself. It doesn't have to be this particular drink. You get whatever drink. Whatever tickles your dick, go get some. That is some good stuff. Goes good with a meal, too. I know, because I just had 3 of them with my meal. Which means that I'm about half in the bag, I guess. Not half, maybe a quarter. Maybe, right? I can handle more liquor and all that, so quarter, if that. And I gotta say, I like this stuff. I do. It does have a slightly boozy taste to it. So far, of the iced teas I've tried lately, my favorite is that Arizona green. It's like green tea with ginseng, hard iced tea. That stuff is really good. Really good. This, though, this is solidly quite decent. I like it better than the Lipton's. Let me put it that way. So what are we going to talk about today? I mean, the big thing all over the place where I am here in the US of A is talking about the election and politics. But I don't want to talk about that because, well, fuck all that shit. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to hear about it. I'm fucking tired of it. I think all of them suck. I think the guy that won sucks, and the girl that lost sucks, and all the rest of them suck. Of my opinion, my personal opinion of the whole thing is that at this point, now that Trump has won, I hope he doesn't die in the next 4 years because I don't want Vance as president because fuck that guy. Just straight fuck him. I'm not even going to go into why, okay? Everybody asks me, why don't you like Vance? Why don't you like him? Because I fucking don't. Because fuck that guy. Because I know him a little bit better than the majority of the people out there, and fuck him. It's kind of a personal thing. Whatever, right? Plus, he wrote Hillbilly Elegy, and he's not even a fucking hillbilly. He's from fucking Ohio. I don't care if your grandparents were from Kentucky. You're not. That means you don't get to write about being a hillbilly. I get it. It was the popular thing at the moment. Hillbilly stuff. It's like a trend. Well, fuck you for jumping on that bandwagon. As a hillbilly, I find it personally offensive that he calls himself that. Screw him. That's my opinion. Anyway, that's enough of politics. That wasn't even politics. That's a personal feeling about a particular guy that happened to end up winning the vice presidency. Okay? I just don't want him as president. Nah, fuck that guy. No offense to anybody that likes him. If you like him, more power to you. You're allowed to. And I'm allowed to not like him. And I don't. So anyway, yeah, what do we talk about? Remember that SNL skit, Saturday Night Live, with Mike Myers when they have coffee talk and they talk about dogs and daughters, right? Yeah, why don't we talk about dogs and daughters? Don't get so verklempt. We'll talk about dogs and daughters, right? Why not? I've got dogs. My dogs are fucking retarded. Isn't everybody's dogs fucking retarded? I got this hound that for some reason, like my wife brought this damn thing home and we checked out, it had a little certificate, a certificate of authentication. I don't know. Anyway, it said that this thing's a treeing walker coonhound. Well, no, it didn't say the type of coonhound. It said coonhound retriever mix. It doesn't say what kind of coonhound, what kind of retriever. We figured it out, right? It's a treeing walker coonhound. How did we figure it out? Because it looks very much like a treeing walker coonhound. I don't know what kind of retriever it is, but coonhound is a treeing walker. It damn well looks like one, right? It obviously ain't a blue tick. And it's a treeing walker. It looks like a treeing walker. And for some reason, the certificate has its birthday, the day the dog was born. And surprise, surprise, me and this dog have the same damn birthday, right? I wasn't all about getting this dog. I thought, maybe not the best idea. This was some years ago. The dog's old now. The dog now is like 13 years old. So I guess this was 12 and a half years ago when the dog was a puppy. But it turns out it has the same birthday as me. And I don't know, something about that endears this worthless thing to my heart. It's my birthday dog. It's a birthday hound. I have a birthday hound. We share a birthday. I don't know why that should matter, but it does. This hound is stupid and smells pretty much like livestock. It's a stinky, stinky dog, and it's ignorant, and it rolls around in God knows what every time it gets out, and it kills things and eats things that don't want to be eaten, and it does all kinds of bad stuff, and it eats crayons. Crayons. My kid can't have crayons, right? I've tried getting my kid crayons. The dog eats all of them. It tears the paper off of the crayon, and there's like crayon paper everywhere, and then it eats the crayon. Damn dumbest thing I've ever seen. But for some reason, I just truly, honest to God, I love this stupid hound. Probably because it has the same birthday as me. Having a birthday dog is kind of endearing. It's like, hey, you have my birthday. It's dumb, but it is. So I love this dog. Now the dog's got kidney problems and arthritis. Like I said, she's an old dog, and she's got all these problems. And I feel bad for her. I'm doing everything I can to fatten her up. She like lost a ton of weight. She was a fat ass, and now she's like downright scrawny. So I'm like feeding her all this extra food, diet food, by the way. It's the kidney diet, prescription dog food. I didn't know there was dog food that was just prescription until my dog needed prescription dog food. Now I know. If that ain't the biggest goddamn ripoff in the world, like I should be able to just buy this shit at the store. I shouldn't need a prescription to buy particular dog food. It's retarded. But I do, so I do it. And I give her extra. Whenever I'm not working a double shift, right? If I'm off that day, I give it to her twice, trying to fatten her up. She's dying. I feel bad, right? That's my hound. As stinky and loud and stupid as that dog is, I love her. So, plus, she's like my kid's dog mom, right? The whole time my daughter was a baby, right? My daughter, right? The blood of my blood. She had breathing problems as a kid. She would be in the crib, asleep, and got flies around here, and just stop breathing, right? She had trouble. It's the kind of thing where your kid would end up dead, right? It's that, what do they call it, where they die in the crib, like crib death or whatever it is. That would have happened, except this stinking stupid hound was so taken with the child that she would sit there at the edge of the bed staring at the crib, watching the kid all fucking night. And if the kid seemed like she was struggling, she'd come and wake us up. She'd wake us up, then we'd pick up the baby and rock her, and she'd start breathing again, and everything would be fine. This was a number of times the dog woke us up. So she's like my kid's dog mom, right? You've heard of a godmother. This is the dog mother, Yeah. So, so my kid is rather attached to the dog. In fact, my kid's first word, was it mama? Was it dada? No, she said Lala, because she couldn't make the Lulu. The dog's name is Lulu. She couldn't say Lulu, so she said la la. Her first word was the fucking dog. The dog, not dada, the dog. But I also understand why, because the dog pretty much sat next to her the first 5 years of her life. So, yeah, good stuff, right? Now the dog's old. What the fuck do you do when the dog dies? Jesus, this is going to be a tragedy. Everybody's going to be brokenhearted. My wife loves this dog. My kid loves this dog. I love this dog. I've accepted the fact that the dog is going to die. I'm pretty well acquainted with death. I've accepted my own mortality. I ought to be okay, I guess. I don't know. It'll probably tear me up, but I'll get over it, right? I don't know about the wife and the kid. What do you do? What do you do when the dog dies? What do you just roll it in a garbage bag and bury her in the backyard? That's kind of what you're stuck with. I don't know. You guys tell me, what the hell are you supposed to do? I'm not even joking. I'm just kind of, I'm wondering, what the fuck do you do? This is why I haven't had a pet since I was a teenager, right? It was hard enough on me when my guinea pig died, okay? Now, how am I going to deal with this? Anyway, I'm hoping the dog makes it a couple more years. With this kidney diet food, she's doing okay. I got her on that. I got her on the arthritis medicine. She's doing okay now. She ought to last a little bit, I hope. Anyway, so my kid... talking about dogs and daughters. My kid today, she's drawing these pictures. My kid's a little bit of an artist. If you guys have seen any of the videos that I put out where I just have music and a picture, the picture is either a stock image or it's something my kid drew. So if it's not a stock image, my kid drew it. And I run into this thing at my job, right? My coworkers know I have a YouTube channel, and there are a number of them that like the pictures more than the songs. Because I'll put a song, I'll just put one of my kids' pictures on there and just put a song on it, and just have the picture there, right? And I found they like the pictures more than the songs. I don't know how I feel about that, right? I like my music. I put it out there. I hope other people like it, and then it turns out they like the picture more. But it's my kid's picture, so. Quite a few people have told me, yeah, the song is okay, right? They're being polite. Really, they think it sucks. But they like the picture. So I can't be too insulted because it's my kid's picture. And it's like, okay, you like my kid's picture, so I can't be upset that you don't like the song. But that's okay because they like the picture, you know? My kid draws some interesting pictures. Very rock and roll. She's not into rock and roll. She doesn't like rock and roll, but the pictures are very rock and roll. She likes ambient music. I like ambient music. I'll admit, I like it. I like Brian Eno, and I like a certain amount of ambient compositions. She really likes ambient music. I played her some Brian Eno. She loves it. But she doesn't like rock and roll. I don't know what to do with this kid. It's fucking weird. Ambient. God help me. That's the strangest thing. You'd think she'd like pop. She'd be into Taylor Swift and Lady Gaga. She does like Lady Gaga, actually. And she does like Taylor Swift, kind of. But she really, really loves Brian Eno. Which is weird. That's just weird. Why should a kid like Brian Eno? That's a little... seems like it's the kind of thing you shouldn't appreciate until at least your 30s, you know? I don't know. So there we go. We talked about dogs and daughters. I finished this. God damn, that's good. I think I'm gonna drink another one of those. At least one more. Maybe two. Maybe. What does that make? 4? I've had 4. I don't know. I bought a 12-pack. Maybe I'll have 2 more? I don't know. Depends on how I feel after the next one. And just, you guys, some of you, not all of you, but a couple of you need to stop bitching about my drinking and insinuating that I'm some kind of alcoholic. I only drink on my days off. How many days off do you think I fucking have? Jesus. I work way too much, okay? I go to work way too often. Most of these videos, I don't drink. I'm not drinking because I got to go to work later today, right? Later that day as I'm recording. I only really drink on my days off, which I don't have enough of. And I don't even get to drink on all of my days off. And if it seems like I'm drinking on too many of these videos, it's because when you get one day off a week, you sit down and shoot multiple videos in that day. Batch shooting, okay? If any of you that are familiar with YouTube are familiar with the idea of batch shooting, you get one day off a week, and you sit down and shoot like 5 or 6 videos, right? I don't usually do that many because I have other things I have to do. Because I also have a wife and a child and a house and cars that need fixed, and I do everything myself. I do everything. So I don't have help. So I'm lucky if I can shoot 3 videos in a day. But that's enough for the week, right? And yeah. So it's my day off, so I'm going to drink. I'm going to drink. I'm done all my work for the day. I got it all done already, and then I bought a 12-pack of this hard iced tea, and I've been drinking it. And if this video seems like total shit posting and pointless ranting, it is. It absolutely is, because I've shot videos that had a point, and I ran out of points, and now I'm just making content. And when I'm out of ideas and I just have to make content, I go and buy an alcoholic beverage and I drink it on YouTube and I call it a beer review. And that's content. Does this sound stupid? Does this sound ridiculous to you? If it does, then you're probably right. And if you're sitting there thinking, God damn it, I could do that. That's why I'm doing this, because I saw other people do it and I said, hey, I could do that, and maybe YouTube will pay me for it. So, oh God, I'm drunk enough that I've become honest, and I'm being honest with you. And honestly, this video is shit. I am shit, and if you're still watching it, you're probably shit too. But you're not. You're good people. And I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. All right? Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.